Okay, dokie. Well, I'm pretty darn close to the top here. You can see it's just sheer wall at this point. Look at that. Look at that view. Yeah, I'm definitely in the land of the goats up here. Yeah, I could probably actually make it up this little ledge and up there. There's a little bit more canyon up there, but it really starts kind of just turning into the scrubland, which I actually have no interest in getting into that stuff. Yeah, I've made it through the fun part here. Gotta watch my step. It's a little uneven and kind of loose up here, but yeah, here it is. I don't know how high up I am, 400 feet. Seems a lot higher than that, but yeah, man, it's beautiful. Yeah. So now getting down will be interesting. The climb up was a combination of some bouldering, no real rock climbing, where I had to go up any sheer faces, but a lot of bouldering where I needed both hands and had to, really do some climbing. But then, then there's also a lot of this, loose scrabble. Some of it's small and fine, and then some of it is, larger boulders. So the footing is a little rough in some places, but so I was constantly having a love-hate relationship with my walking stick. In some cases it was essential, and then other times I just needed my hands. So but I'll definitely be needing it on the way down. Cheers. Last little aside here. So I'm up here kind of precariously balanced. I'm in a good spot, but it's the only good spot. It's really slippery and loose up here, and I'm trying to get my cameras defrosted from the foggy lens thing so I can take some pictures, and like the biggest wasp I've ever seen suddenly comes up and starts harassing me. It's like, not now. Anyway, it did go away, thankfully, because I was not in a position to fight it off. But yeah, a little funny thing that wasn't so funny. Alright, so this is the last challenge to get down. I just have to climb down this, and I'm not saying there aren't some challenges, but after I get down this thing, I'm taking this helmet off because it is giving me a headache. I'm okay without it, but here we go. So an interesting thing I've kind of figured out or discovered here, I assumed that, this rock is just sedimentary rock that's like ages old, but I don't think a lot of it is. I mean, I'm sure some of it is, but, further up, there was like an iron fence that was, it was almost like in the rock, like the rock had formed around it, and it kind of, you know, and it's sedimentary looking rock, and it's, I mean, it's rock, you know, but obviously that fence wasn't here millions of years ago. So when whatever floods came through here and washed down all the mud and the boulders and all that kind of stuff, and then finally it solidified into this giant boulder with a metal fence basically enmeshed inside of it. So you know, I'm looking at this thing right here, and you know, you can see it's almost like drippy ice cream or something, you know. So this stuff kind of forms like now. It's happening like currently. Pretty interesting, actually. So this is a, you know, basically a live canyon. You know, it's not some ancient thing that, you know, has been here forever. It's it's a dynamic, you know, moving thing that's forming and changing constantly. Pretty interesting. Okay, one last time. I keep telling myself I'm not gonna take any more video. I gotta just keep moving, but I just keep seeing these awesome views and want to record them. So here's another awesome view. Yeah, pretty sweet. All right, so this really is the last video until I get down, but this is something that I couldn't do on the way up, and I think it might be kind of neat. So you may remember there was a dried out waterfall, which I went around, but now I'm up near the top of it, and I was way up there. I actually got almost all the way up to where you can see there. I was right at the base of that final cliff near the top where there's grass at the peak. Anyway, I'm gonna just pop down this just for giggles, so bear with me on the camera work. Yeah, so water comes down here, and it must really be raging when it comes through here to cut this kind of channel in the rock, because this is pretty solid rock here. But then, whoops. But then it comes out and drops straight down, and then on down to the Mediterranean Sea. So yeah, you know, obviously I'm not going to try to get down there, but I thought it might be interesting to check out. It's a cool little tiny canyon here. Yep, so, all right, so now I really am going to, actually the last quarter of the descent here has been really fun because it's a lot of bouldering, like, you know, bigger than what I just did here, but, you know, not so bad that you're in fear of your safety or your life, but challenging and fun. So yeah, there we go, the waterfall. All right, so the test hike canyon climb is over. I'm safe on the beach, and it's just a beautiful, cool breeze coming off that water. My God, it's amazing. But yeah, I made it up there quite a ways, at a kind of up all the way where the grass starts almost. I made it that high. Amazing hike. It was challenging. The nearly 2,000 miles that I put on my stationary bike over the last 3.5 months helped. My thighs and my calves feel fine. My hamstrings are shaking like a leaf. So apparently the biking didn't do much for that, but we'll see how I feel tomorrow. I feel good right now though. That was an exhilarating hike. And that is the end. Like I said, I made it up about there. I'd say about 5/6 of the way up. You know, everything above me was just grassland and, you know, slope. But I made it up pretty much to the top of the rocks. So I'm pretty proud of myself. And I even stood on the top of that spire there. This is the walk back from the canyon hike. I'd like to be back at the place by 2 o'clock. I have 15 minutes. I'm going all the way to the village. Right there, and then up behind where the buildings are in the little valley up there. But I think I might be able to make it. If not, I'll only be a few minutes behind if I keep a steady pace here. But yeah, good canyon hike. And really beautiful walk back also. Yeah, I swear, you can almost surf those waves, man. Look at that. It is coming in nice clean sets. Break a little close to the beach, but and there's a lot of rocks underneath for the reefs. Yeah, so this is the last canyon I hiked over here. But yeah, you can see I'm not going along the beach. I have to go up the path there on the side of the cliff to get back over to the village. But there's a good path. It's not dangerous or anything, but it's pretty cool though. Very cool little hike over here. Yep. Yeah, and then like I say, this is the canyon coming up that I hiked a couple of years ago. This one I did today was definitely much more challenging. Yeah, this one was just a strenuous hike. The one today was definitely a climb. Yeah, so you can get a little perspective there with those people up there walking the path that I'll be taking. Could make it down the beach most of the way, but there's a point where you basically have to go swimming to get around it. And as much as I would love to be in that water right now, I'm not properly prepared for swimming. I don't have my bathing suit and I don't want to get my stuff wet, but almost there. So the sea is just brilliant blue. I mean, see the mountains in the distance, beautiful breeze. Just prototypical Mediterranean blue sea. Off there in the distance there, kind of right in the nap of where that little mountain is, where it meets the smaller one in the distance, there's a place called Matala, which I plan on driving down to at some point. It's kind of this really cool hippie enclave. It's a little touristy, but it's really cool too. So I will be getting down there one day during the trip, but yeah, just wanted to show you this. Just really spectacular view up here. You know, amazing contrast between this, like, you know, desolate looking, almost Mars, looks like Mars up here or something, and then just the pardon me, the brilliant blue of the sea. And thankfully, like I say, there's just this amazing breeze coming off of it. I mean, you just want to eat it up. It's amazing. But yeah, all right, so that'll be it. I think that's the last thing I'm going to show on this little hike, other than when I get back to the apartment, and I'll summarize there.